Lab building B4. Someone's got to fix that ceiling. Did everyone make it down safely? I don't see anyone from Unitas here now. They must have all gone to the bottom floor B5. Oh look, a floor map. Let's check it out. Okay, so the door on the right leads down a hallway to some stairs, and the door on the left leads to some storage rooms and the elevator. But it looks like we can't pass through the storage rooms. It says they're packed full of crates. Then I guess we've got to use the stairs to get down to B5. Which means we just need to open that door on the right. But it says here that we need a card key to open the doors on this floor. A card key instead of a passcode this time. The security on this floor is the tightest yet. Yeah, it won't be easy, but we've got to find that card key. Now that I've got a better look around, there sure are a lot of desks on this floor. According to the map we saw in B1, this floor is used by the research team. Oh yeah, it said that on the orders we saw earlier too. They said that Merloch's research data was stored on this floor. I guess that room in the middle is Merloch's personal research lab. We might be able to learn more about Unita's research if we have a look around. True. Are you okay, Rachel? You're looking kind of pale. Oh, it's just knowing we might run into Papa soon is making me nervous. He's been leading Unitas this whole time, and they're the ones conducting research with those cubes. What can I even say to him? What would help him to understand? This must be really tough for Rachel. I'm not sure exactly what you should say to your dad, but I do think you should be honest with him about how you feel. That's what's most important. Yeah, you could be right. Thanks, Tim. They said they're gonna go over there and keep watch. Thanks, that's a big help.
You felt it again?
Yeah. And it's stronger than before. But Pikachu's consciousness feels like it's getting weaker.
Getting weaker? Hang on. You mean Pikachu could disappear entirely like Mewtwo said? That's right. Now that I've got my memories back, I'm basically hairy in everything but appearance. And the clearer my own consciousness becomes, the more Pikachu's fades away. This is bad. We can't just let Pikachu disappear. We've got to get your body back fast, for both your sakes. You got that right. What's this? What is it? There's something stuck to my foot. Let's see. Looks like some orders addressed to the operations team. Proceed immediately to Jessica Miller's location. Find her at the pizzeria in Bamboo Burrow. Capture the sleeping man discovered in Mewtwo's cave. So the guy who attacked Jessica got his orders from here. But what's this about a sleeping man? Oh, I'm pretty sure they're talking about my body. Hey Pikachu, you think Dad's body is close? Yeah, the feeling's stronger here than on any of the other floors so far. So it might be down on the lowest floor, B5? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Anyway, let's keep investigating. Okay. Investigate the floor. This must be a researcher's desk. Notebooks and memos, eh? Sorry, whoever you are, but I'm about to look through all your stuff. This looks like a diary. I can't make heads or tails of any of this scientific jargon, though. Wait, look at this entry from last year. I received word from Mayor Myers that work has resumed at the Pokemon Unity Lab. They'll be continuing Emma's research on mutual understanding between humans and Pokemon, both through speech and the direct sharing of consciousness. If this is successfully achieved, Ryme City will become an even safer and more pleasant place to live. The new organization takes its name from Emma's final project, Unitas. I've decided to join Unitas myself. This research will benefit countless people. As a researcher, I expect this to be very fulfilling work. So Papa's the one who named this organization Unitas. This researcher seems very proud to be a part of it. How can they find their work fulfilling when they're making Pokemon suffer? There's gotta be a side to the story we're not seeing. What's this document? Let me see. Well, look at the title. Investigation Report of the Sleeping Man Found in Mewtwo's Cave. What? That's a report about my body. What does it say? I'll read it out. After bringing the sleeping man back to the lab, we applied electric shocks and other external stimuli in an attempt to wake him, but to no avail. Based on his condition, we believe the subject has been asleep for quite some time. An electrocardiogram and various blood tests all return results within the expected range for an adult human male. The only anomaly we've observed in the subject is his brain waves, which occasionally exhibit irregular behavior. However, these irregularities are not significant enough to warrant any great concern and do not seem to be negatively affecting his body. Though the sleeping man has not consumed any food while under our observation, his muscle mass shows no signs of atrophy? Atrophy? I don't know. Our working hypothesis is that the energy within his body is maintaining his current condition. I guess that means your dad's just sleeping and he's still totally healthy? That's gotta be thanks to Mewtwo. Honestly, I'm just happy to hear I'm still alive. And no worse to wear either, which is a huge relief. Plus, now we have confirmation that your body's here in this lab. I guess that feeling I had was right on the money. Yeah, all that's left is to find that body of yours. Looks like the management team posted some orders for the operation team. Go ahead and read them. Location Bamboo Burrow. Target Jessica Miller. Objective retrieve the thumb drive. This is about what happened in Bamboo Burrow. It is imperative that the thumb drive is secured. This is a direct order from our CTO. Tim? What is it? Why did you stop reading? It says here that you need to CTO is Mr. Merloch. What? That guy's the Chief Technology Officer? So the mayor's the CEO and Merloch's the CTO. Papa and Merloch led this organization together, but why? There's a map of Bamboo Burrow attached to this document. Yep, that looks like Bamboo Burrow. They really put a lot of preparation into that attack on Jessica. Seems like Jessica was an important target for Unitas. Yeah, especially considering the order came directly from Merloch, the CTO. I wonder why they were after her, though. Okay. Why did they go after Jessica? Unitas must have had a reason for going after Jessica. Yeah, but what exactly? Let's look for clues on this floor and start deducing. Okay. Let's see. There are a bunch of tools on this desk. Maybe they're used for building and fixing the cubes. There's a list of different stuff. Let's take a closer look. Toolbox. Screwdrivers, an oil can, and a whole lot of other tools. There's even a blowtorch. Careful not to burn yourself. Ticket to the management team. Here's a ticket submitted for the management team. Looks like it's from the research team. Floor B4, issue the CTO's lab door. That rhymed. Status card keys are recognized, but the door will not open or close. Upon inspection, it appears that some of the door's gears are broken. We have removed the broken gears and requested urgent assistance. The lab door's not working. That's the one at the center of this floor, right? Yeah, sounds like the new parts haven't come in yet. Note from the CTO. Here are some instructions to the research team from the CTO of Unitas. CTO, that's Unitas' Chief Technology Officer. Looks like it was written in a hurry. It's kind of hard to read, but I'll do my best. The control cubes currently in operation are effective on nearly all Pokemon. However, they are not completely effective on Rock-type Pokemon. The cubes must be updated to address this flaw. This would be a simple task were I to handle it myself, but I have other more pressing work to attend to. The research team should consider this its most critical mission. Prioritize refining the effectiveness of the control cubes at all costs, even if it increases the strain the cubes inflict upon Pokemon's bodies. That Unita's guy in Bamboo Burrow was controlling a rock-type Pokemon no problem, though. They must have upgraded the cubes. I can't believe they were using Pokemon like tools, all while knowingly making them suffer. Took the words right out of my mouth. This must be a Unita's researcher's desk. There's a note here. From the research team to the management team, orders from the CTO. Obtain the data from Jessica Miller, a resident of Bamboo Burrow. You are to notify the operations team to carry out these orders immediately. CTO, huh? So these instructions are from the Chief Technology Officer. How did they think they could get away with treating people like this? Let's see if we can find any more information. Okay. Well, let's see. There's Pangrow. What's over here? Apparently we need a card key to open this door. Well, we read that the other side of this door is blocked with too much stuff to get through anyway. Okay. Now let's head this way.
Wait, isn't this...
There's a bunch of gears here, but there's also an open space in the middle. It seems to be missing some gears. Guess it's undergoing maintenance. This door won't budge. No point in brooding about it here. Let's look around somewhere else. Okay, more desks. Guess what? We got more desks. What are these papers? Those diagrams look like brainwaves or something. I think they're reports about the cube experiments. Look at what it says here. The Pokemon test subjects experienced extreme fatigue after the cubes were attached. Irregular fluctuations in the brain waves were also observed. The negative effects of the cubes on the physical health of Pokemon seem rather significant. No, how could Papa allow this? We need to figure out what Howard's thinking. There's a voice recorder on this desk. Looks like there's a recording on it too. Well, let's hear it. I want to try out the voice recorder they gave me. They're supposed to be keeping research notes. Do you really think recording casual conversation like this is okay? Why not? It's not like anyone else is going to listen to this. By the way, remember when Mr. Myers stopped by recently? Hadn't seen him around here for a while. I think he had a meeting with Mr. Merloch. I'd love to know what they were discussing. Oh yeah? Well, lucky for you, I sat in on that meeting to keep minutes. I heard what Mr. Myers had to say, and there was something off about it. Oh? How so? Mr. Merloch made the cubes, so the mayor is putting his complete trust in him now. Isn't that good? I guess, but I don't know. It's the way Mr. Myers said it. He was like, we need the cubes so a disaster like the R incident can never happen again. He was seriously worked up, practically shouting, in fact. Which I guess is understandable, considering he lost his wife Emma in the R incident. Yeah, I never met her, but I heard she was a truly gifted researcher. Same. Plus, the mayor's got a daughter. He's just trying to keep her safe and make sure what happened to Emma doesn't happen to her too. He literally said, I will do anything to protect my daughter. Family man, huh? Respect. Sure, but even so, the intense look on his face, you should have seen it. I mean, I was legitimately terrified of him. Papa. He sounds like a good father, but all this stuff with the cubes is misguided. How are you doing, Rachel? I know this must be hard. I'm fine. I just need to talk to my dad face to face. Looks like someone's in the middle of building a computer. I don't see anything else unusual. Clink, clink. Did you hear something just now? Huh? No, I didn't. Never mind then, I guess. I don't see Dad's body or Mayor Myers around here. Same. I want to investigate the room in the back, but the door isn't working. What should we do? Cling! Wait, what was that? I heard it too. It came from that half-assembled computer. Let's check it out, Tim. Whoa, there's some kind of Pokemon inside the computer. What? I can't see inside. Is it okay? It says it found the perfect little gap to wedge itself into and take a nap. A nap, huh? It sounds pretty relaxed. A surprising number of Pokemon seem to prefer tight spaces. It's wondering if its partner has returned yet. Who's its partner? A researcher here, apparently. They must have gone to a different floor to do some work. This Pokemon says it's been napping while it waits for its partner to return. Sorry, buddy, your partner's not back yet. Why don't you go look for them, then? Oh, I get it. You're stuck. Uh-oh, is it okay? I think so. Doesn't sound like it's in any pain. It sounds sad, though. We can't just leave it like this. I guess we may as well help since we're here and all. It's really wedged in there, though. I don't think we can just yank it out. We probably need some sort of tool. Didn't we pass by a desk with some tools on it? Let's grab one of them. Okay. Apparently we need a car key to open this door. Okay. Hey, Darmanitan. So we need the tools. Is there anywhere you've forgotten to look? Oh, no, I didn't. There's tools. Ah, there we go. That's the toolbox we're looking for. An oil can, some screwdrivers, a blowtorch, lots of options. Let's take them all with us and get that Pokemon unstuck from the computer. Okay. I have no idea what we're gonna use, but we're gonna use some tools. The Pokemon inside this computer is stuck. Careful, if you keep trying so hard to get out, you could really hurt yourself. Well, Tim, think we can use one of these tools to rescue this Pokemon? I'll think of something. We can't just leave it in there. Okay. So, if it's stuck in a computer, definitely not a blowtorch, right? If we use an oil can, then I guess we could, like, have it slip out, right? If it's just stuck. I don't know what a screwdriver could be good for in this situation. Maybe we can help it with this oil can. Hey, yeah, you could use the oil to help it slide out. Heads up in there. I'm gonna pour some oil in. Alright, it should be a lot easier to slip out now. Well, think you could get out now? Is it a clink? I knew it. Energy generating duo. I knew it was a clink. Ah, there was a clink inside. Thanks for getting you out of there. Forget about it. It was nothing. Anyway, sorry to jump right in, but mind if we ask you a few questions, Clink? Yeah, I can tell you like small enclosed spaces. That's why I was sleeping in that computer in the first place. Apparently this wasn't a one-off thing. Clink gets itself stuck all the time, much to its partner's annoyance, it seems. Heh, guess it still hasn't learned its lesson.
Hey.
Do you get along well with the humans in this place? Right, I know you're good friends with your partner. Your partner hasn't seemed as happy since you two came here, huh? It's worried because its partner seems really concerned about something. Maybe Clink's partner is having second thoughts about the development of the cubes. Clink's partner might not be a bad person then. Yeah, maybe not everyone in Unitas is awful.
Hey.
Do you know where to find a card key that opens the doors? Clink says its partner is always carrying a tool that can open the doors. Is there another one like it somewhere? I guess all the researchers here keep the card keys on them at all times. Then it could be hard to get our hands on one. I'm glad we were able to help Clink. Yeah, I'm just relieved it's okay. Hey Tim, is it just me, or does the shape of this Clink look familiar? That panel by the middle door, maybe? Yep, exactly. Let's head over there. Okay, so Clink is gonna act as my gears. Does it look familiar? Hold on. Well, I can't see anything from here. How's it look, Tim? How big are the gears we're dealing with? I'm pretty sure Clink's the perfect size. Excellent. Wait here a sec. I'll go get Clink. So anyway, think you can help us out? You up for the job then? Thanks, Clink.
Okay, Clink, do your thing.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Alright, it worked. Thanks, Clink. Now we can get inside. Oh, you're gonna go find your partner. But you don't know where your partner is? Afraid I can't help you with that one. Maybe try upstairs. There's a Unitas member searching for Cramoran up there. If you're heading upstairs, go ahead and use that hole in the ceiling. No, you're the one who helped us. See you later, Clink. I hope Clink finds its partner. Yeah, me too. Okay, now we've got to investigate that room. I hope we can figure out what Merloch was researching. Yeah, let's go inside. Merloch's lab. Alright. Let's scope this place out. Here we are, Merloch's lab. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Where do we even start? No kidding, I don't know how we're gonna investigate all this. But there's bound to be really important info about Unitas in here. Yeah, I hope we can find a card key too. There's a bunch of different information scribbled on here. The handwriting's awful, this is gonna be hard to decipher. It's hard to tell exactly, but it looks like summaries of a few different things. Let's read each one carefully. This note looks like it was scrawled in a hurry. In order to promote the widespread use of cubes throughout the world, we must highlight the dangers Pokemon pose to humans. News stories that reveal famous and popular Pokemon to actually be dangerous are especially effective at achieving this. For example, Detective Pikachu. Well, that explains a lot. I am pretty famous in Ryme City. If news got out that I destroyed that Slowpoke statue, people in the city would probably start feeling less safe. Right, which would lead more and more people to believe the cubes are necessary. Good thing we were able to prove your innocence before the story made the news. You're telling me. Still, now I wonder, is that the only reason they detained me? The writing over here is just a sloppy. Can you read it, Tim? Let's see. I have no concerns with using Butler. If anything goes wrong at the PPB, the responsibility will fall entirely on him. Butler, as in former chief of the Pokemon Protection Bureau? So Butler was working with Merloch as well, huh? There's some stuff written about you here, Pikachu. And judging by the handwriting, Merloch must have been pretty worked up when he wrote it. Project Detective Pikachu Phase 1. Meet the specimen in person and measure its vitals. Project Detective Pikachu Phase 2. Receive the specimen from the PPB. Project Detective Pikachu Phase 3. Extract the energy from the specimen. Receive the specimen? Guess it's referring to when the PPB was detaining me. Maybe they did something to me when I was being controlled by the cube and had no idea what was going on. We managed to stop them from delivering you to Unitas, but Merloch's plan is still moving forward. So the stuff on the whiteboard is all about when you were detained at the police station. Yep, so it appears. Unitas had me arrested to make it look like Pokemon are dangerous. But what did that part about extracting the energy from you mean? Beats me. The papers we read earlier mentioned energy in Dad's body too. Merloch seems to be gathering energy from a variety of sources, but what's he planning to do with it? There's a voice recorder. It seems to have more than one recording on it. What do we listen to first? There's a recording titled Research Arrangements. Let's hear it.
Report subject. Research arrangements. I informed Howard that I would like to resume Emma's final research project. It focused on coexistence with Pokemon, the Unitas project. I also pointed out that conducting such research would require a proper facility. Naturally, I suggested we name this new facility the Unitas Lab. Howard was rather taken with that name. He accepted my proposal immediately. And with that, all obstacles to my research have been removed.
Merloch was the one who suggested to Mayor Myers to restart Emma's research? He's been involved with all this right from the start. Which recording do you want to listen to? There's a track titled Cube Presentation. Let's hear it.
Report subject, Cube Presentation. I gave my presentation about the cubes to Howard today. He seemed concerned about the strain they may put on Pokemon. But in the end, he understood that some side effects here and there are simply unavoidable. Now we can continue development without looking over our shoulders. Once production is going smoothly, I plan to move on to the project I've kept on the back burner until now.
Papa knew the side effects the Pokemon would face, but he still didn't stop the plan. No, but he was at least worried about them. If nothing else, that shows there's kindness in him. I don't know that the same can be said for Merloch. That recording painted a pretty clear picture of what kind of person he is.
Hey,
Which recording do you want to listen to? Nothing. I've had a bad feeling about Merloch from the moment we met him, but I didn't realize he was this terrible. This research hurts Pokemon, but he's pushing forward with such enthusiasm. We have to stop him somehow. There's another room back there. Wait, huh? What is it, Tim? You see something? Are those photos of Dad and Pikachu?
Why is there a picture of you in there, Pikachu?
I'm guessing it doesn't belong to an adoring fan.
We'd better look into this.
This back room wasn't on the map. Maybe Merloch wanted to keep it a secret. That seems likely. I want to get a good look around in there. These look like experiment reports. Yeesh, I can barely read the handwriting. And there are sticky notes stuck all over the place. Maybe we can read just the most important points. I need a more effective method of extracting energy from the meteorites. A tremendous amount of high purity energy is required to activate the Aurora Drop. Huh, it's more research material on the meteorites like we found on floor B2. Based on my recent experiments, I was able to lay out a plan to achieve the final goal. All that remains is to order the operations team to collect a sufficient amount of meteorites. So those goons we ran into at the ruins were acting under Morlock's orders. But what's this final goal he's talking about? I can't tell from the document. Yeah, I've been wondering that myself. I conducted an experiment in which I exposed the Aurora Drop to energy from the meteorites. It was a success. The Aurora Drop showed clear signs of activation. However, only a fragment of the whole was activated. I must trigger this activation throughout the entirety of the Aurora Drop. Doing so will necessitate more experiments. He wants to activate the Aurora Drop? Guess it really isn't just an ordinary jewel. The energy of the meteorites and the Aurora Drop. Apparently, he'll be able to activate the Aurora Drop if he keeps up his research on those two things. But the report doesn't say what it means. What will happen when the Aurora Drop is activated? What exactly is Merloch trying to accomplish with this research? It's gotta have something to do with that final goal he wrote about. Well, we've searched the whole room, but we still haven't found the door passcode. What about the numbers on the whiteboard in that back room? They've gotta be worth a shot at least. Okay, I mean, I could try. Okay, so thankfully it says the numbers in the top corner. 200122 and 170608. Let's see. Do you remember the numbers? 200122 and 170608. We don't know which one's right or if they're even passcodes at all. But there's no harm in trying it out. Go for it. Alright, so 200108, I think. Okay. And then, hold on. No, it's 122. 200122. 200122. My memory isn't that good, you guys. Here we go. That's it, the door opened. Now we could take a look around in the back room. This lab must be Merloch's as well. Yeah, probably, but what's going on in here? There's some high-tech equipment in here along with a photo of you, Pikachu. This room's got a totally different vibe from the others. Yeah, you said it. Let's take a good thorough look around. This looks like some equipment for conducting experiments. Seems like he was mixing two substances together. Can't tell what kind of experiments he was doing from this alone, though.
Yes.
This room feels so different from the others. What kind of experiments has he been doing in here? That's what we're here to find out. I've got a weird feeling about this lab, Tim. Let's give it a thorough search. Right. Okay, where should we start looking? Alright. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff on this table. This document's titled Shutting Down the Fusion Machine. Fusion machine? What kind of machine is that? No idea. All it says here is how to stop it. To shut down the machine, in the event of an emergency, remove the power cable. That's it? Yeah, that's all. It says, judging from the messy writing, whoever jotted this down must have been in a hurry. More of a memo than a document, if you ask me. Do you think this voice recorder also belongs to Merloch? Yeah, and it might have some important information. Let's give it a listen after this. These papers are completely covered in sloppily scribbled equations. They look, complicated. Yeah, this all means absolutely nothing to me. It's some kind of experiment report. Read it to us, Tim. The experiment was a failure. To make two become one, the proper balance of energy is absolutely critical. Too much or too little will result in failure. Making adjustments will be difficult but necessary. But I can do this. I know I could do this. Only I can make two become one. Two become one? Was he trying to fuse two things together? The proper balance of energy is absolutely critical. He literally underlined that part for emphasis. This document was written by Mayor Myers. The title is Coexistence Plan for Ryme City. It also says confidential. Looks like it contains a schedule for distributing the cubes throughout the city. It says the mayor will make an announcement about the cubes on the last day of Pokemon Friendship Week. Guess it settles it. That revolutionary device that's been making news lately is definitely the cubes. There's a draft of his speech in here too. I'll read it. Citizens of Ryme City, allow me to once again express my plans for our mutual home. I aim to foster a city in which people and Pokemon can live together in peace and safety. For many of you, the art incident of 2 years ago was an unprecedented hardship. I assure you, no one knows that hardship better than I do. But Ryme City will not stop moving forward. As a testament to our commitment to mutual coexistence between people and Pokemon, we have created a truly revolutionary device. And so, on this last day of Pokemon Friendship Week, it is my honor to finally unveil to you the Friendship Cube. Papa. By Friendship Cube, he means the control cubes, right? That's right, he's planning to distribute these cubes that can control Pokemon all over the city. We can't let him deliver that speech he's got planned. Looks like there's nothing else to investigate. Sure. Don't you think we should listen to this voice recorder? Definitely. It's got 3 tracks on it. Which do you want to hear? There's one titled Research Data. Let's hear it. Sure thing.
Report subject. Research data. Approximately 6 months prior to the art incident, I discovered a method of linking the minds of humans and Pokémon. This would make it possible to control Pokémon as we please. I'm certain this is the greatest discovery of the century. But it was not possible at that stage of my research to make my hypothesis a reality. More information was required. Since then, I've searched relentlessly for the missing piece of the puzzle. Until at last, I found it in the research that Emma had previously conducted. She called my research dangerous, insisted that I stop. But that was no concern of mine. I took the first opportunity to scour the research facility, but by that point, Emma's data was nowhere to be found. Jessica did this. I will stop at nothing to find Jessica and retrieve the data she took.
What?
He had Jessica targeted and Emma's data stolen all so we could work on his new research. That's so awful.
Hey.
Which recording do you want to listen to? There's one titled Finding Jessica. Go ahead and play it.
Report subject. Finding Jessica. I had not expected Pikachu and his allies to show up in Bamboo Burrow. Nevertheless, we did manage to find Jessica and retrieve the research data. Now that the last piece of the puzzle is in my possession, my research is finally complete. With this data, I can conduct simulations of linking minds.
Huh? Simulations of linking minds. Whatever Morlock's goal is, I don't think it's good. Which recording do you want to listen to? Proving my hypothesis. Let's see what we can learn.
Report subject. Proving my hypothesis.
God.
I did it. I finally did it! 2 become 1. That is the answer. 2 become 1! This is definitive proof that my hypothesis was correct!
My
I
God.
wish I could have shown this to Emma and Jessica.
He's freaking out.
The cubes are nothing more than toys now.
Oh my God. He's using my mom's research for his own ends. What is wrong with that man? I couldn't agree more. Merloch's trying to make something even worse than the cubes. Yeah, and we've got to stop him. Which recording do you want to listen to? Listening to those recordings, Merloch sounded unhinged. He was getting awfully excited by the thought of achieving whatever wild dream he has. According to him, the cubes are just toys compared to whatever he's got cooking now. I wonder if the mayor is even aware of what Merloch's up to. There's a lot we still don't know, but at least we have a better idea of why Jessica was targeted. Right, let's take a moment to digest all of this information and make some deductions. Wait, first, I want to look at this. This is definitely a picture of you, Pikachu. What the heck does all of this mean? Let's take a look and see if there's anything else here.
I see.
Merloch is seriously starting to creep me out. Keeping pictures of me and Pikachu posted up in this room, what's up with that? Not to mention stealing Dad's body and keeping it somewhere in this building. The fact that he's got these photos of me, or Harry, and Pikachu right next to each other, makes me wonder if Merloch's already figured it out. Figured what out? That my consciousness is in Pikachu's body. No way. If not, then why has he been targeting me so persistently? I can barely read what's written here. Meteorite, aurora drop, human. That's all I can make out. It seems like the energy from the meteorites is pretty important. 200122 and 170608. Pretty careless of him to display the door passcode so prominently. I'm wondering more about the number we haven't used yet. That could also be a passcode, but I can't say for sure. Let's say Merloch really has figured out your secret, Pikachu. Just what was he planning to do with you after he'd captured you? Your guess is as good as mine. Let's head down to B5 and look for Harry's body. Seeing it up close might help us figure this all out. Alright, let's do this. Start deducing. Why did Unitas go after Jessica? Did you find enough clues? They tried to eliminate her for knowing the secret to the cubes. They were collecting bamboo charcoal and Jessica got in their way. Or they needed the research data that Jessica had. Totally.
Okay.
Merloch needed the research data Jessica was holding on to. Jessica had Emma's research data and that's why she was targeted. That data is being used to research something other than the cubes. I've got a bad feeling about this. Nice. Unitas, no, Merloch is willing to do whatever it takes to pursue his research. We've got to do something.
Hey, got a moment?
What is it?
I think we should organize our findings so far.
Yeah, let's lay it out.
We have a lot of info to pick over, but this much is clear. 3 people are at the center of this mystery. Howard, Merloch, and Emma. Those 3 are closely connected with Unitas. Yeah, but they each had different goals. Let's think a bit more about those 3 people. Okay. Howard's trying to have cubes attached to the Pokemon of Ryme City. After hearing that recording, I at least kind of understand where he's coming from. He wants to protect Rachel and make sure something like the R incident never happens again. He's got good intentions, but his methods are way off the mark. We just have to convince him of that somehow. Merloch is set on continuing his research no matter what. He even went so far as stealing Emma's research so he could advance his own. We don't know exactly what he's researching, but I think it's safe to assume it's nothing good. He said something about simulations of linking minds. I think the only way we're going to find out more about that is if we ask Merloch himself. The goal of Emma's research was mutual understanding between humans and Pokemon. She seemed to be trying to create a society where humans and Pokemon could perfectly coexist. She sounds like she had a good heart. But now Merloch's using Emma's research data. Right, data that was so dangerous she tried to seal it away. The Unitas we're seeing now is nothing like the Unitas project Emma was part of. I think we've seen about all there is to see on this floor. If only we could head down to the next floor. But we're not getting there without a card key. Right, and we didn't even find one in the lab. But there doesn't seem to be anywhere else to look. What should we do? For now, let's head back and join the others. Maybe we'll uncover something new. Okay.